When the sky opened above me, that morning felt deceptively peaceful. The gray sky hung low over the quiet town, dripping soft rain onto the streets, as if warning that the day would not end as it began. I hurried to the car, half awake, coffee in hand. At home, Anna was making pancakes for the kids, her laughter echoing through the kitchen. She kissed me on the cheek and said, "Be careful on the highway. It's starting to rain." I smiled, half joking. What could possibly happen to me? Those were the last words she heard from me that day. Highway 47 was endless, a straight ribbon cutting through the hills, silent under the rain. The wipers slid lazily across the windshield as the radio hummed a slow country song. And then, light. A flash of headlights, a roar of metal. The truck swerved across the divider and slammed into me head-on. No time to scream, no time to think, only the blinding collision, and then silence. When I opened my eyes, there was no pain, only peace. I stood in a field I'd never seen before, bathed in soft, golden light. The air smelled of jasmine and rain. Somewhere far away, music floated, not played by instruments, but alive, woven into the light itself. I realized then I was dead. Figures appeared before me. My father, gone 10 years. My old neighbor, a friend from school who never came home from the war. Even a little girl I once tried to save from a burning house. They all smiled, saying nothing, yet somehow I heard them clearly, through the heart, not the ears. Everything radiated one thing: love, unbreakable, boundless, real. And then I heard a voice, warm, infinite, gentle as the wind. "Eli, not yet." Meanwhile on Earth, Anna sat in the cold hospital hallway, clutching the blanket they had taken from my body. She wasn't crying anymore. The tears had dried hours ago. A doctor approached her quietly. "We did everything we could. His heart hasn't beaten for 90 minutes. Anna lowered her head and whispered, "God, if you need him, take him. But if there's even a spark of hope, please." At that exact moment, a monitor in the ER gave a single faint beep, then another. The doctor froze. My heart started beating again. When I returned, everything hurt. Every bone, every breath. But beneath the pain, there was something greater. A calm certainty that I was not supposed to die that day. Anna stood beside the bed, trembling. "You were gone," she whispered. I nodded weakly. "I know, but I wasn't alone." The months that followed were harder than death itself. Surgeries, sleepless nights, pain that wouldn't end. Sometimes I wanted to give up. But every time I closed my eyes, I heard that same music, distant, steady, alive. And it reminded me, I came back for a reason. So I started speaking, about what I'd seen, about what I'd felt. At first, people doubted. Then they listened. Then they cried. Strangers sent letters. Some said they'd prayed for the first time in years after hearing my story. And I began to understand, maybe I was brought back, not for myself, but for them. 3 years passed. I could walk again, slowly, carefully, but I was alive. Anna and I watched sunsets together, grateful for every breath. One evening, I drove back to Highway 47. I stopped where it happened. Someone had placed a small wooden cross by the road, wrapped in white lilies. I touched it gently and whispered, "Thank you for the second chance." A breeze swept down from the hills, brushing against my face. And then, that same voice, soft, eternal, spoke again. "Now you know why." I closed my eyes and smiled, because now I finally understood. Heaven doesn't open above us, it opens within us.